Ooh, it's a little chilly out. It was actually really nice out today though, because it got like, I don't know, it felt like it was in the 60s. I was wearing a long sleeve and I was like, man, it actually feels great outside. Like these last 2 days, I've been able to just rip off the hoodie like mid-afternoon, because you know, like if you're like walking around and like picking up boxes and shit, you get a little warm. But usually if it's fucking, you know, like 40 degrees outside or like lower than 50, it's like, all right, I need to keep my hoodie on. But when it's like 60, you start to get a little too warm and you can get away with just the t-shirt. But today, like once it hit like 5 o'clock, it was starting to get rather chilly. But yeah, the mornings have been fucking freezing, dude. Like I gotta make sure as soon as I get up, I'm remote starting my truck, or my windows are not gonna be very well defrosted. Because you know, in the mornings, it's like the mornings will start out at like fucking 20 degrees, and Wyoming just like, you know, shit frosts overnight because it's cold and the atmosphere. I don't really know the scientifical term and thoughts behind that, but shit frosts over, especially in the winter when it's, because in the winter, dude, it'll be like, if it snows, it's like negative for like 2 weeks. The Wyoming winters are pretty cold, but you know, you adjust to it. And just like the coldness right now, it just hit like a brick. Like it was fucking hot, and then out of nowhere it was fucking cold. It was weird. It was like out of nowhere, if you weren't wearing a hoodie in the morning, you were fucked. But then there for a while, it was like, if you weren't wearing a t-shirt at fucking 5:30 in the morning and you tried wearing a hoodie, you weren't gonna be able to get away with it. Like it was just hot. Like I remember like the middle of summer, even at like 1 in the morning, it'd still be like 78 degrees outside, and it was like, Jesus, like, because usually in the nighttime, you know, the temperature still drops into the 60s at least, but nope, it was staying at like 78, and it was very, very warm. But anyways, today we got legs. So our plan of attack, we're gonna go in, start on our hamstring curls, we're gonna move on to our leg extensions, move on to some fucking leg press, see how we kind of feel from there, maybe throw in another quad movement, and then we'll have some heavy RDLs, and kind of keep working off of that, because tomorrow we'll have a little convo for our rest day. We might have some changes coming here soon, and that'll make more sense tomorrow when I kind of talk on it during my rest day. I'm pretty sure right now it's a for sure. I'm not for sure if it's how things are gonna go about or not, but at this moment in time, it kind of seems like it's gonna go that way. So I can't really with certainty say that's how it's gonna be. That's just how it seems it's gonna be. So, you know, it might change in a few hours from now, or a few hours from now, I could be like, oh, yep, it's still happening. But at this moment in time, in my eyes, I'm like, this is my for sure decision. This is for sure happening. So, you know, it's just kind of hard to say, but we'll really get down into the grittiness of things. God, everyone in Peak fucking parked really, really tight today. Like, I have got no freaking room here to fucking back in. Like, I almost don't want to park here because everybody parks so tight. Yeah, I'm not gonna park here. Just like everybody and their fucking mom parked as tightly as they could, dude. Like, I hardly have any room in either of those spots because one person kind of parked like very close to the line, and since they parked so freaking close to the line, I've hardly got any room to try and park in there. If I was in a car, I'd probably be fine, but I ain't in no goddamn car, so I don't really have that room to per se necessarily mess with, unfortunately. Which, you know, shit happens, but that's the hard thing about the Peak parking lot, is the parking spots are not one of the necessarily greatest in the world, so you gotta get quite per se creative with how you're parking, because there ain't necessarily a ton of room to park, because the parking spots are not great at all. But we're gonna get into this leg day and we're gonna try and fucking bang it. So Adios.
Come on.
That was fucking perfect. 105 for 13. That was a grind for 13 though. Like even 12 will be hard this next set, but we're gonna hit it. So we'll do 2 more drop sets. Oh, sets. And we'll do a drop set in the last set. I lost count, but I think I dropped to 11, but not the end of the world, because last week we did 100, this week we just hopped up to 105, so I wasn't even expecting to be that high. I was more expecting to be at like 10 or 11, but really happy with that regardless. So one last set, count better this next set, and we'll just drop from 105 to 75 for a drop set. See, lying leg curls, I feel, never go that well with like a drop set. Just because it's a very, I don't know, hitting drop sets with legs is hard in general, I think. Unless you're doing like leg extensions, I find not to be too bad, but like a lying leg curl is hard because I feel it's such a fatiguing movement going into a drop set. I don't like to drop more than like, 20, 30 pounds. I don't want to drop half the stack, so it's a hard in between. One more. Oh. Okay. Well, 2 more sets there. My leg's already fried after just that one set. Holy shit. That was a fantastico set. Oh. Fuck. One more. Fuck. I really lost count there. I have no idea how many I just did. I just know that was a hard ass freaking set. Oh. Heavy leg presses are just like an orgasmic feeling.
Tomorrow being Halloween, and it feels perfect for Halloween Friday. Some extra ways of our series. Season I was really but specifically from Thriller, I watched Wild. So initial airing tomorrow at noon Eastern, as well as tomorrow.
One more. Come on. Up. Up. Oh my. Okay. Fuck. Oh. Okay. We'll do some RDLs. Pick up the 95s this week. Up. My legs have not been so freaking shaky in a long time. I mean, doing them RDLs, I can just feel them like shaking side to side on the way down. But progressively, I'm just getting heavier and heavier on my leg movements and just other movements in general. And we're getting stronger, it's still heavier. So, 2 more though. Oh my. Oh, thank God for only one more set. And thank God tomorrow's Friday, because I'm ready for a good weekend nap, weekend sleep in, and tomorrow's a rest day, and it's Friday, so it's like perfectly aligned, you know? But one more set here, We'll finish off with some leg extensions and then we can get home. Now, I just gotta get these dumbbells back up, but we're for sure just going one at a time because I'm getting too heavy to the point if I try and go two at a time, it's like, it's on the top rack, so my forearms are burned out and I almost pinch my fingers every single time. They're just trying to swing it up, so just let's go one at a time. Save my back a little too.
A TV version of this song, this song, Hey There Delilah, and turning it into an actual sort of rom-com movie. I think it was a bad idea, but in my mind that was announced like a year ago. I just looked at the story. It was so I don't think that until they took like TV rocks.
Two more. Do a drop set on the last. Come on. Okay. Come on. God. Okay. God. Oh, man. Okay. Fuck. Let's, one last set here. Come on. Okay, man. Oh my God. Okay. Let's go pose a little in the locker room. This is where the best lighting's gonna be, I'd reckon. God, look at those thick mama dramas. I mean, you know, no definition whatsoever, but definitely looking much bigger. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Man, my hamstring's looking. Golly. See how slutty I can make myself look here. Whew. Man. Sorry. Trying to readjust myself here. But looking overall, the legs, shape-wise and everything, looking pretty good. So I'm happy with it. But I'm ready to go get a meal. So let's head to do that. Oh shit, guys. Well freaking shit knuckles. Man. I'm a little woozy, I'm a little tired, but you know, just gotta get in my meal. It's only 7:50, so I'm on pace to get to bed at a pretty good time. I gotta go pick up Bingo. My sister just keeps taking her to my parents' house, and I mean, like, obviously, like, I get why, you know, and I know why my mom does it, because my mom wants me to have to come over and see her, and I get it, you know, I'm the oldest son, like, and my mom just, like, cherishes me. Obviously, that makes sense, you know. If I was a parent, I'd want nothing more than to see my kid, but it's just, like, I wish she'd understand a little, you know, like, I'm an adult now, you know, like, I got stuff to do. I have a house I'm trying to keep clean, and that's the whole reason I got Bingo. And so, like, it's like, if I come home from work and Bingo's not there, it's like, what the fuck, you know? Like, I love Bingo. I want to see her when I get home. That's, like, one of the things I look forward to. Like, I'm looking forward to, like, hey, I'm going to come home from work, and my puppy's going to be waiting for me, super excited to see me, kind of like we discussed the other day. But, you know, like, it's okay, like, once a week or so, but, like, every day I'm just like, guys, come on, you know? But, anyways, enough ranting about that. What an amazing fucking leg day. That was great. That was fucking awesome. Really happy with that. But, you know, we just gotta keep grinding. We just gotta keep freaking grinding, guys. But, oh, what am I trying to think here? Yeah, I do have a little bit of news for you guys, but I'm gonna spill the beans tomorrow in my rest day video, because, sorry, I had to burp. Because it's like a longer talk I want to have and kind of explain it a little bit. Explain my side of it. Why I made the decision I made. Why I'm going this route. Like, what the thoughts were behind it. My reasoning. Kind of all of that. I mean, right now, some of you might guess maybe what I'm saying. Like what I'm going to be kind of explaining a little bit. And what I'm trying to explain my reasoning on. And at the end of the day, it's just like it was kind of just like a personal decision. Like, I felt I had learned all I could learn and decided to move on. And, you know, obviously that probably kind of spills the beans, and the entirety itself, if you're listening to that, you're like, oh, okay, that's probably what he did. But we'll talk about it more tomorrow, you know. I'll kind of go more in depth on it and everything. But right now, I'm just kind of waiting to tell you guys tomorrow, because I'd like to give like a detailed explanation on it, talk about it, the thoughts behind it, the process, the idea, and kind of what our future plan is. But, you know, we'll talk about it tomorrow, and we'll go more in depth. But, I mean, leg day, fucking awesome. I feel like we haven't really recently been able to get, like, oh, sorry guys, my camera tipped over there. I feel like recently we haven't been able to get great, like, leg days in, just because we've been facing so many leg injuries. But getting back in there today had me super excited. And I've got, I'm going to start throwing more things into my leg days, just to kind of focus on, like, some weak zones that God, my camera just keeps fucking deleting. Like, tipping over completely. Sorry, guys. But yeah, just like little things I really want to focus on and try and block into, but you know. Oh my God, camera. Do I need to fucking hold you? Do I need to babysit you? Okay, we're just gonna hold it like this while I try and drive up my parents' driveway. Probably looks really, really awkward, but anyways, we can also discuss that a little more tomorrow and talk about my new split a little bit. But I love you guys all so much. Sorry for the awkward camera angle. This probably looks so chopped, but I love you guys.